What's up, Super Players? We got, you know,
Super Yuli again.
Super Yuli again, and he won first place with, tell him who?
Zamasu.
Goku Black. Isn't that your like?
Goku is my favorite leader, dude.
Favorite leader.
I've been playing this.
And what you didn't you beat like the final? What was your final match?
Toa.
Toa.
Yeah.
It was a hard matchup, man. Toa's no joke. She's very competitive.
Yeah.
And I can't believe you did it, man. You're making Goku Black broken.
Yeah.
So
dude. Actually, I think this deck is really good. So, but first I'm really confident. We won all this cool stuff. So
look at that.
We're gonna open them up for you guys. All right. See what we pull.
What are you looking for? Keflas?
Keflas, obviously, man. Keflas broke Kaba.
Ooh, there goes a Kaba. So this is a Zamasu. You can also win all this if you know, maybe play his build.
Oh, I got a Kefla, dude. That's
there you go. You got a Kefla?
Yeah, the money card, dude.
The money card in the set. Look at that, people.
Jirobi.
Oh yeah, it's Jirobi. It feels good to win first place, right?
Yeah, because you get a bunch of these cool cards, man. You gotta come out to your local tournaments.
Yeah, go out to your local tournaments. Oh, I've been wanting this guy, dude.
Don't worry, man. I got you for it.
All right.
And then this Kaba.
And then the Kaba. Damn, pretty clutch first place.
Yeah, and then this nice little deck box. But yeah, let's get into.
Show him what got you all this prize, man.
We're gonna go into my favorite leader and probably my favorite character in Dragon Ball, Zamasu, and Goku Black. His ability is when he attacks. It doesn't matter if he attacks leader or not. He looks at the top 5 cards and you get to search for a Goku Black or a Zamasu and add it to your hand. And when he awakens, when he becomes a monster, your opponent has to have 3 energy. If he has 3 energy, you can awaken. He untaps 1 and you draw 1. His auto is when he swings, he looks for the top 5 and looks for his Zamasu. And he has 2 active mains. 1 is broken, everybody knows. It's if your opponent has 8 energy, you can send the 4 cards to their deck, and then the other one is tap 1 and then bounce a card to their hand, which a lot of people at first glance thinks it's really bad, but it's freaking nuts, and it's what saved me against Toa.
Oh yeah, that saved you? You bounced back to Mira? Or
against Toa, not to Miras, I was bouncing back to Vegetas. I used other cards to deal with Mira. But against the Kid-Ku matchup, I would bounce back Kid-Ku's. I would bounce back his Vanillas that he would bring out. And against the Baby matchup, I was able to bounce the big monkey. The big monkey.
Damn, that card saved, that ability
saved dude. So a lot of time it's about knowing when to use it because it does cost 1. But this, like I said, my favorite leader, great card. All right, let's get to the deck.
Sensu Bean.
4 Sensu Beans. I used to not be a big fan of this card at 4 in the deck, but it saves you against veggies. It helps you extend plays. This card's just awesome. And I will never switch these for foils, even though I love foiling, because this was my first set of like really good cards in Dragon Ball. It's from set 1 since I've been playing.
If you guys don't know, this guy right here is what you call the bling bling man. He bling blings out his whole deck usually.
These I do want foil, but I just haven't had a chance to get them yet. Broken card, Broken Negate. It activates so many plays on defense. You take a life, you stand 2 energy. All of a sudden, 2 energy is like having a million energy in this deck because you can do so much with it. So this card is awesome. Best card. Don't play it without it. Played 3 Flying Nimbus. If you want to not lose to veggies, you play this at 3 because this card will just stop them for a turn. And it's just freaking great, dude. It's like, it's going to save you against so many different matchups just because they aggro you down. This deck loses to aggro, so you definitely need to have this at 3. The Mass Replication, dude. This card I know has been underrated by a lot of people. They said they do not like it because they say the token build is kind of janky, but I don't know how you play this deck without it. It adds extra defense. There's certain matchups where this card is just really bad. Like against Baby, I didn't play it at all. And against Veggies, I normally don't get to it so early. But what this card does, it just offers you so much, not just blockers, but combo powers in the end. So against my Toa matchup, I had like 4 blockers and I just comboed them all so I could get over it because he had 5 life. But this card is amazing. Play it at 3. And my last tech card, this card changes like every local. Today it just happens to be Fraudulently Poisoned. It's pretty good counter card. If you keep up 3 energy, you're usually gonna, this is pretty much a monster. Mostly why I had it today was because I was afraid of the 8-drop foo that makes me pay a card every time I activate an auto. This could get rid of it. But yesterday, when I played at another local, it was the Gohan that bounces a card back. So I just, I just go back and forth.
Yeah, you
but I
switch your tech?
Yeah, I switch my tech. That one card is like anything. 2 commies. This card I've been playing since it's like the one thing I don't change from the deck. I've been playing it since the beginning. At worst, it's a draw 1 cantrip, and at best, it pops all the board. It pops everything that your opponent has, especially against veggies, because it's really hard for them to recover. But it also pops your own board, but because they're tokens, they aren't affected. So you could pop the board. Yeah, you could pop your board and your tokens will be fine.
What? I didn't know
because
that.
It goes up. Because it's cost. Because its ability says kill things 4 or less. Veggies don't. Blockers don't have a cost, so they don't get affected by it.
Your tokens have 0 cost, like no cost.
No cost.
That's crazy. I did not know that one.
For this elegant Hellas, she's great. Horrible in the mirror. Because you don't want to get a 4 in the mirror. So a lot of times, like I will ditch this or whatever I have to. If I end up getting to 4, then I will go ahead and keep this. It's kind of cool, but other than that, this isn't like that great in the mirror. But it's good in every other matchup.
Yeah, it's a 10k boost, draw 2.
Yeah. Beerus, the Fickle God.
Just 3?
Just 3. I had it at 4. Yesterday, and I like it at 4. I mean, if the deck had more room, I would play him at 4, but the fact is I need to see another card that I was playing at 3 that I moved to 4 because of this card. But this is horrible turn 1. You don't want to charge turn 1. This is great turn 2 after you have a multi-energy. This is great after. But turn 1, it's okay. It's like just like any other. You beat the main reason why it's good.
No, yeah.
3 of the Champa. This card's busted. It's broken. I love it. It saved me against Mira. It saved me against any big body that just comes out.
Yeah, I like this guy.
It just taps him down, dude. It's like Mutaido for everybody, and it's cheaper than Mutaido.
You also draw, no?
And you also draw, yeah, dude. And it doesn't matter what energy they are. Since we pump their energy, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So this card's amazing. I love this card. For the Zamasu blockers, you have to play it. For the Zamasus, let me show you the pretty one. The stamped one.
Oh, you have a stamped one?
I have a stamped one, yeah. So, yeah, that's like the best one to play.
He's a free blocker.
Yeah, he's a free blocker. He comes out. The only reason in my Toa matchup I was able to make him at all was because I had him and the other free cost Goku Black, and that's what makes it great, dude. This card's amazing. He's either defense or at the worst he's a Zamasu. The negate Zamasu. Busted. Nah, it's not busted. It's okay. I used to think this card is bad, and I still sort of think this card is like whatever, because at worst it's just a negate. The Aegis comes out every once in a while, but most of the time this is the Zamasu I used to make, bigger Zamasu, and this thing is pretty good. I like it. The one of Goku Black, yeah.
You have some weird ratios here, but I won though.
Yeah, because the reason I played at 1 is because it's horrible. I'd rather draw the field spell than this, because this is a neg. But I can't search the field spell. But so on him, I can at least look for 1. If I have him, if I have the field spell.
Okay.
So that's why I play him at 1. I don't like him at 2. I like him at 1. 3 countdown Goku Black. Counter to Destruction. Hollow. Awesome card, bro. This thing is a free. When the field spell is up, it gets so much value because you draw a card, you get a 5k combo, and you get a blocker.
Oh, yeah, because you got the mass replication.
Replication. Also, when you have this on board, because you need to have 5 energy, you can usually just play this when you have when you just like have the 5 energy for free, and then even if you're awakened, you can call it your Zamasu blocker for free, and then fuse into them if you have it. So this card is amazing. At 4, it gets kind of a little bit crazy, like clunky, but at 3, it's perfect. 2 of this, Terracide Goku Black. I tried Vegito. I didn't like him. I like this card. This card, when field spells up, is a monster. It's potentially 3 tokens with 15k crit barrier. So, and obviously, and it's a Goku Black, so you can drop his Zamasus, but in the mirror, 15Ks are just essential, dude. You do not want to play, you do not want to ramp yourself, so this card is just like amazing in the mirror because you'll have a bunch of blockers or combo power, which for the blockers, and then you can just swing for 15. And against every matchup, Toa especially, this thing is monster. SSB Rose Goku Black, Inviting the Darkness. This card is why the whole reason the deck works charges you one, and then at the end of your opponent's turn, it gives them an energy and tap, and it just helps them ramp strategy. The reason I don't play 4 is because I can search it. I don't need to play 2. I can play 2. 2 is guaranteed I'm getting you to 6 because all I need to do is get you to 6, and then I'll let my big boy do the work. But this guy right here will make sure I can at least get there. This card is MVP. I don't know how this card is the MVP. I don't know how people say this card is bad or it's not great.
No, that card
It wrecks, man. Okay, so against Baby, against Toa, I'm able to, or any big deck, if they don't kill, the next turn, this card is pushing their thing into the energy. And then in the energy, they can't recover. So I put 2 mirrors. I play both of these. Two mirrors into the energy. And I got 2 blockers because his ability is when he sticks a card into the energy, you get a token. Plus the field spell gives you another. So you're talking about two tokens and a energy for your opponent.
It's crazy.
And a 20k attack. And against decks that don't want to charge, if you have 3, I have like certain decks that have done it. If you don't want to charge, I just play it and I'll charge for you and I'll draw a card and I'll get a token. And
yeah, he does a lot.
And then you'll get another energy from the top.
Yeah, he puts energy.
Yeah. The card I moved up to 4th, MVP is Zamasu. I will not okay, at 4 why he's good, because you need to see this card. Whether it be from the top deck ability or whatever. This card when you have it and they're at 6 will win you the game. It doesn't matter. They won't be able to use a spark in the gate because if they're at 5 and you did this and they won't be able to just take a life. So at worst, this card is not, even though if it doesn't kill them, if it puts them at 7, you still took 2 cards out of their hand, whether that be their secret rare, whether it be their win condition, their negates, super combos, whatever. You took 2 cards, and then they can't charge for the rest of the turn, so they're a little scared. This card's amazing. I was playing it at 3, but I would always want to charge one and then use one for Nimbus. At least, this card just has so much utility, and and the Beerus is just an energy. This can be an energy, this could be Nimbus fodder, and then it's your win condition. So it's got one more utility than Beerus does. And then finally, the way you probably win the mirror and emergency, the secret rare. Oh, this card is bonkers broken, dude. It's got triple strike. It's got it counts as a Zamasu. So on one game, I was playing a Broly player, and if he didn't, just die to this card, I was able to, with 2 Sensu Beans, I was able to play the SPR, Zamasu, and then I was able to untap 2 Sensu Beans, so I could play him. So I would still win. Because he only cost me 5 if he has 8 taps.
Yeah, that guy's insane.
6 taps. Yeah, so he's amazing, bro, and I love this card.
There you go. That's it, right?
Yeah. Well, yeah, man, I'm going to shout out to Ultimate Guard for the dope sleeves. All my friends, and then obviously I'm gonna shout out my boy Mark. He, on the day that this came out, the set came out, he just goes, here, handed me this Zamasu foil and was like, dude, you're gonna get a deck profile with this deck, and when you do, I want you to just say just get this. So
there you go. It came
shout out, dude. It came out, came in clutch.
Came into reality. First place right here. Winning all these cards, a box. Just play this dude's deck. And he explained it well. Like we always say, y'all stay
Supah.
There you go.